Welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we are diving into another price prediction video for Stellar Lumens, or XLM. As always, before we jump into the content, please make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video below if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you subscribed, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. We're dropping multiple videos every single week, and you're going to want to get notified when they drop so you can stay on top of this rapidly evolving crypto landscape and hit your crypto goals. So let's jump into the price prediction for XLM. As always, when we do price predictions on the channel, we're going to review XLM through the lens of these 5 different pillars before making our price prediction in the second half of the video. So make sure you stick around until the end. So we're going to be looking at fundamentals, a little bit about narratives, then talking about some of the technical analysis before looking briefly at their team, and then finally the tokenomics. So what is Stellar Lumens XLM at a fundamental level? Well, it is a layer 1 blockchain that essentially is trying to usher in this new decentralized Web3 that we are all becoming more familiar with. It is a public blockchain that gives developers the tools to create experiences that are more like cash than crypto. The network is faster, cheaper, and far more energy efficient than most blockchain-based systems, and it's designed so Stellar's ecosystem can make a real-world lasting impact. Again, we're seeing a little bit of the stats here that they call out on their website, honing in on some actual use cases for consumer applications, digital wallets that unlock real-world utility for users with the suite of tools available on the Stellar network, honing in on instant global payments. So again, Stellar, another one of the unique value propositions that they try to hone in on is this kind of global payments network. And I know that they've previously had discussions and potential partnerships with Stripe. So we all know that Stripe have kind of taken over the online payment space over the last number of years, and XLM wants to kind of be almost for the new version of Web3 what Stripe is for Web2. So scaling payments globally with near instant low-cost payments on payment rails that connect digital assets to traditional financial systems. So when we think about the narratives that are part of XLM and Stellar, we've got layer 1, obviously a layer 1 public blockchain. Decentralized finance is another area that they're trying to hone in on. So building the future of financial access on an unmatched network of real-world utility and scalable decentralized finance. I will say that it's probably not one of the larger players in the DeFi ecosystem as of right now. There's probably lots of room for them to build that out over the coming years, but there are a number of other blockchains like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Base more recently, Solana, among others, that have much more market share in terms of decentralized finance than Stellar Lumens. So still lots of room for them to maybe make waves in this space, but even though they're calling it out directly on their website, they're still yet to make a big impact in DeFi, in my opinion. Real world asset tokenization is another area they're trying to hone in on. And again, I think this kind of aligns with their appeal to kind of institutional money and capital, where they're trying to play on the instant global payment side of things. The real world asset tokenization, again, we've done other videos on the channel specifically about real world asset tokenization, but they're trying to position themselves to be a blockchain that allows for businesses and individuals to invest in real world assets on chain, and they're creating the infrastructure for helping institutions to do so. So again, in their own words, they're trying to create the ideal platform for asset tokenization, trusted today by a range of global financial institutions. Asset issuers can benefit from powerful built-in features and controls to tokenize real-world assets quickly and at low cost. Again, we've done other videos calling out how the likes of Chainlink, Algorand, Centrifuge are all helping to create and pave the infrastructure for real-world asset tokenization. Again, it'll be interesting to see how much of a splash XLM can make in this space. but according to their website, it's another area that they're really trying to hone in on. Looking at the technical analysis for Stellar over the past few years, it is one of the tokens that we have much more price history to go on, because it was in existence all the way back in 2017, and we did see a run-up with XLM in the 2018-2017 bull cycle here, seeing all-time highs at that time of around 70 cents for XLM in that 2017 bull cycle, putting in these highs at the very end of December 2017. We did see a big retracement and a lot of accumulation happening throughout 2019 and 2020, and then we did see a big run-up again. However, Stellar did only put in the same all-time high pretty much as it did back in 2018, although it did have a higher market cap because there was more tokens in circulation, as we'll see in a moment. It did reach significantly higher market cap all-time highs, but the individual token price was pretty much the same and really not any higher than it was in the 2017 cycle. Again, we saw big retracement throughout the course of 2022, and again a period of consolidation kind of in the second half of 2022 and throughout the course of 2023. We did see those lows coming in all the way down to about 7 cents, all the way down to the 7 cents mark in the very end of 2022, beginning of 2023. Since Q4 of, or is it kind of the middle of 2023 here in June, we saw kind of another bottom happening around the 8 cent mark, and currently Stellar is up about 70% since those lows. It's currently sitting at a price of around 13 cents today. So the price has risen since the middle to end of last year by only about 70%. And I say only, because 70% is still a big gain compared to traditional assets, but most of the other top cryptocurrencies, particularly in the top 50, on average, we're probably seeing 150 to 200% gains since Q4 of 2023. So while Stellar has seen 70% gains in that period, it's probably significantly behind the market average and underperforming versus a lot of the other altcoins. So again, we're going to look at the tokenomics in a moment, but kind of a bit of a checkered history here for Stellar, with the fact that it did not breach all-time high prices significantly in the last bull cycle versus 2017, and is going to have to do a lot of work in order to get back up to those 70 cent prices once again this time around. So looking at the team behind Stellar, we've got obviously a lot of intelligent people here. Stellar is a project that has been going since 2017 and still remains one of the top cryptocurrencies. It's currently the 33rd largest crypto by overall market cap. It has been a top 10 coin in the past. However, to have that kind of longevity in the space obviously means these guys are doing something right, even though, we haven't seen particularly impressive price performance in the past 12 to 18 months. They've also built up a number of pretty good partnerships with the likes of MoneyGram, Circle, Franklin Templeton, who are now one of the 9 new Bitcoin spot ETF issuers, Wisdom Tree also. So a lot of powerful partnerships going on with the Stellar team and the Stellar network, which bodes well for their future also. So finally, moving on to the tokenomics before we look at the price prediction. And as we said, Stellar is sitting at a 13 cents price today as of April 12th, 2024. As I mentioned a few minutes ago as well, we did see all-time high market caps hitting in just under $17 billion US in that previous bull cycle. And again, while it did not breach price all-time highs, you can see that the 17 billion overall market cap is significantly higher than the about 11 billion market cap that it had in 2017. So it did definitely perform well in terms of overall market cap, but individual token price was hindered by the fact that there was a lot more tokens in circulation. So moving on to that circulating supply dynamic, we could see that there's currently about 28.8 billion XLM tokens in circulation. that is about 57.7% of the total supply, which will be a maximum of 50 billion XLM tokens ever. And the important thing to note here when we look at the historical snapshots is how much this is growing year over year in terms of circulating supply on the market. And if we go all the way back to 2018, firstly, we can see that when Stellar was putting in those all-time highs back in December 31st, 2018, we were seeing, I think that should be 2017 actually, I'll have to double check that, but basically XLM was a top 10 cryptocurrency. It had a market cap of about 6.4 billion back at this time. However, you can see that there was only about 17.8 billion XLM tokens in circulation at that time. What we can see is that is a 29% increase to the next bull cycle, which was happening in 2021. And I think this is actually May 2021 when it was putting in those all-time highs. Yeah, 11th of May 2021. This historical snapshot is from that time. I just had the date wrong here. However, what we can see is that the amount of tokens that were in circulation grew from 17 billion to 23 billion, which is a 29% increase in that period of time. And as you can see, as of today, we've gone from 23 billion to about 28.8 billion, which again is another 25% increase in the circulating supply. So again, market cap all-time highs are about 16.94 billion. The current market cap is only at 3.76 billion. So still quite a long ways off the all-time high market cap. And that means that the token price has to do so much more work in order to get back to that same market cap, because there are 25% more tokens in circulation once again. So some of these numbers and the tokenomics here are probably helping you understand why Stellar was not putting in significantly greater all-time highs versus, from the 2017 bull cycle to the 2021 bull cycle. And again, we're just continuing to dilute the supply, and we're still only 57.7% vested overall. It would be much healthier to see something, above 70 or 80% vested after so many years of this project being on the market. But all that being said, we have to factor all these variables into our price prediction. So the final thing we're going to look at is the XLM market dominance versus the rest of the cryptocurrency market cap. And you can see that we're currently sitting at a very, very low 0.15% market dominance. Now, we have had much better market dominance for XLM in the past. If we go all the way back to 2018, this was in the aftermath of it putting in all-time highs a few months later. But we can see that XLM did have previous market dominance all the way up at 2.78%. So this was back when it was a top 10 coin. And we did see a huge retracement in terms of overall market dominance. However, in 2021, we did see it reach about 0.9% highs as well. However, you can clearly see we've been on a pretty consistent downtrend since Q1 of 2021 for XLM in terms of market dominance, and we've gone all the way down to about 0.15%. That kind of aligns with the fact that it's gone from a top 10 coin all the way down to the 33rd largest cryptocurrency by overall market cap. So again, we're going to be factoring in a market dominance percentage into our price prediction. So it's important to think about this and understand what potential market dominance XLM could achieve this time around. So without further ado, let's jump into our price predictions. As always, we're going to give you a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario price prediction. We do have to plug variables into this equation, which means we do have to make certain assumptions. However, that's why we spent the past 10 minutes going through the fundamentals so we can understand why we're making some of the assumptions we are making. So for a bear case scenario, what we're saying firstly is that the total crypto market cap could reach an all-time high of around 4 trillion US dollars. If XLM can get back to a 0.4% dominance rate in terms of overall market, again, this is more than doubling its current market dominance, but certainly possible, that would give it a 16 billion market cap, which is still just under its previous all-time high market cap. And then dividing that by the number of XLM tokens that we estimate to be in circulation by middle to end of 2025, that gives us a 52 cents price prediction for XLM. And you will notice that that is even lower than its previous all-time highs. And again, that is because we're continuing to see dilution of the supply, and there's going to be a lot more XLM tokens in circulation versus those all-time highs in 2021. However, that still does give you a 4x price multiple from today's prices, around 13 cents, so still potential for 4x returns. Moving on to our base case scenario, what we're saying is the overall crypto market cap could reach a peak around $6 trillion US. If XLM can attain a 0.6% market dominance, that would give it a $36 billion market cap overall, and then dividing that by 31 billion XLM tokens gives us a $1.16 price prediction, which gives us 8.9x multiple from today's prices. Finally, moving on to our most bullish scenario, what we're saying is the overall crypto market cap could get back to about $8 trillion US. If XLM can achieve a 0.8% market dominance, again, that is very, very bullish in my opinion, because we did only get back to about 0.9% dominance in the previous bull cycle. So if we can get close to that 0.9, that would bring us to 0.8, and that would give XLM potentially around a $64 billion US overall market cap, and then dividing that by the 31 billion XLM in circulation gives us a $2.06 price prediction, which is a super 15.8 multiple from today's prices. So, are you bullish on XLM? Those are our price predictions for our bear case, base case, and bull case scenarios. Obviously, XLM continues to dilute the supply. It is still only about 57% vested overall. And we are going to have to see it do a lot of work to get back to those previous all-time high market caps of just under $17 billion. However, if it is able to capitalize on the real world asset and DeFi narratives as it's trying to do, then there is significant room for growth in both of these areas. In my opinion, these are two of the biggest narratives I think we're going to be seeing play out over the course of the next 12 to 18 months during this bull cycle. And if XLM can really capitalize on them and create, real solutions that investors and institutions want to use when it comes to DeFi and real world assets, then it definitely has the potential to capture, a lot of value there and potentially getting to these base case price predictions. So let us know in the comments below, are you bullish on Stellar XLM? Are you holding it as part of your bull run bag? Drop a comment and let us know. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you subscribed. And make sure to hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified when we drop other price prediction videos just like this one. We're dropping multiple every single week, and you're going to want to get notified. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one.